Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. My name is Mirza Syaira binti Muhammad Syarul Anwar. My matrix number is 1222310. Today I will present Chapter 1 Introduction of our study titled Comparative Study on Bullying Awareness among Year 1 and Year 3 Management with Tourism Students in UC. While many assume bullying ends in school, it unfortunately continues in universities, including here in UC. This includes verbal attacks, exclusion, and even online harassment. Bullying in university often goes unnoticed or unreported. Students might not even realize it's happening, especially when it comes in subtle forms like unfair group tasks or passive-aggressive jokes. In UC, both Year 1 and Year 3 students face this issue differently due to their varying levels of experience, but we don't yet know how aware they really are. That's the problem we aim to explore. This study matters because bullying affects more than just feelings. It impacts confidence, mental health, and academic performance. By comparing Year 1 and Year 3 students, we hope to understand whether experience changes their awareness. We also want to help the university improve support system based on what students truly go through. For research questions and objective, we ask how do Year 1 and Year 3 students understand bullying? What are differences in their awareness? What factors influence that awareness? Our objectives are to explore and compare their understanding and to find the causes behind their level of awareness. Bullying is defined as any act that hurts someone emotionally, socially, and physically. We focus only on Year 1 and Year 3 students from the Management with Tourism program in UCIM, using qualitative methods like interview and open-ended surveys. Most research on bullying is school-based or statistical. Very few dive into university students' personal experiences, especially in Malaysia. In UCIM, no study has compared Year 1 and Year 3 awareness until now. In short, this chapter laid the foundation by explaining the background problem, significance, and scope of our study. In the next chapter, we will explore literature and theories related to bullying in higher education. Thank you.
Today, we are diving into the issue of bullying awareness within the university setting, specifically among tourism and management students, lecturers, and staff. The issue of bullying has become a growing concern due to the intense academic pressure students face. In this study, we focus on bullying awareness in university settings. This awareness is crucial as students face various pressures, including social and academic challenges. Addressing bullying can improve mental well-being and academic success. The purpose of this study is to compare Year 1 and Year 3 students' awareness and understanding of bullying and its effects. This comparison will shed light on how students' awareness develops as they progress in their academic journey. The study focused on independent variables like the year of study, comparing first year and third year students, their levels of awareness about bullying, and the support they receive from the university. The dependent variables is the overall level of bullying awareness among students. By analyzing this, we aim to understand how awareness evolves and how support systems can impact bullying prevention. In conclusion, this study seeks to highlight the importance of bullying awareness in universities with a special focus on how the level of understanding changes as students progress through their studies. By examining these variables, we can contribute to better anti-bullying programs and awareness campaigns in universities.
In this section, I will explain 4 key theories that support our understanding of bullying awareness among students. These theories help explain why Year 1 and Year 3 students might respond differently to bullying. Let's start with the power imbalance theory. Bullying often involves a situation where one person has more power over another. In universities, this can be seen in different forms. Senior students may have more influence or lecturers may hold academic authority. For example, a lecturer might unfairly single out a student for criticism, or senior students may exclude juniors from group work. According to TIDE 2023, these kinds of hierarchies are common in universities and can allow bullying to continue without being questioned. This theory helps us to understand why Year 1 students, who are new and in a lower position, socially and academically, are more vulnerable to being bullied. Next is social learning theory. This theory suggests that people learn by observing others and through social interaction. In a university context, Year 3 students have spent more time on campus. They have likely seen how bullying happens and how people react to it. Some may have attended awareness campaigns or even witnessed incidents firsthand. TIDE 2023 also supports this idea, stating that students become better at recognizing bullying the longer they are in the university environment. So this theory explains why Year 3 students might be more aware or better equipped to deal with bullying situations compared to Year 1 students. Moving on to the normative social influence theory. This theory explains that people often change their behavior to fit in or to be accepted by others. In our study context, this means students might stay silent about bullying if their peers are also silent. on Year 1 students who are still adjusting and trying to make friends may choose not to speak up about bullying because they fear rejection. On the other hand, Year 3 students may have stronger, more supportive peer groups that encourage awareness and reporting. MacLeod 2023 supports this by explaining that people may follow group behavior even if they don't agree with it, just to feel included. So, social norms can greatly influence how students respond to bullying. Lastly, we have the developmental theory. This theory focuses on how people grow and mature in the way they think and behave over time. For students, this means that as they progress through university, they gain more experience and confidence. Year 3 students may have developed better problem-solving skills, emotional control, and understanding of social dynamics, so they are more likely to recognize and deal with bullying. Meanwhile, Year 1 students are still adjusting to a new environment. They may feel uncertain or unsure about how to respond. This theory shows how bullying awareness can vary based on maturity, which usually increases with academic level and life experience. In this part of presentation, I will walk you through the hypotheses developed for this study. These hypotheses are based on the theories we have just discussed and aim to investigate the differences in bullying awareness and understanding between Year 1 and Year 3 management with tourism students at Toursim. These are four main hypotheses. H1 suggests that there is a significant impact on Year 1 students' understanding of bullying. This means we want to know how much Year 1 students understand what bullying is, how it happens, and whether they can recognize it when it occurs. Since they are new to the university environment, we expect their understanding might still be developing. H2 focuses on Year 3 students. It suggests that their understanding of bullying also has a significant impact. Compared to Year 1, they have more experience and may have been exposed to more discussions or situations involving bullying. We are testing to see if their understanding is deeper or more accurate due to these experiences. H3 compares both groups. It asks whether there is a significant difference in bullying awareness between Year 1 and Year 3 students. In other words, do Year 3 students really know more or act differently compared to Year 1 students when it comes to bullying? This hypothesis is central to our study because it directly measures how academic level influences awareness. Finally, H4 looks at the various factors that influence bullying awareness. These could include peer influence, personal experiences, exposure to awareness programs, or even the social environment at the university. Understanding what contributes to students being more or less aware of bullying can help us suggest better interventions. For the first assumption, it is believed that Year 1 management with tourism students at Toursim have personal views and past experiences that shape their understanding of bullying, even if their exposure to university life is still quite limited. Although these students are still new, their perspectives are still meaningful. Their perceptions may be based on school experiences, orientation week, or early peer interactions. These early insights can reveal how bullying is initially understood and interpreted within a higher education environment. This assumption is crucial because it helps us understand the mindset of students who are just entering university life before they are fully influenced by campus culture or long-term experiences. The second assumption focuses on Year 3 students. It is assumed that these students, having spent more time within the university system, have developed a broader and possibly deeper awareness of bullying. With increased exposure to various social settings, student activities, academic pressures, and peer dynamics, Year 3 students are more likely to have encountered, witnessed, or even reflected on bullying situations. This deeper insight is valuable for this research as it gives a more mature, informed perspective. These students have gone through more interactions, group work, and campus experiences, all of which contribute to how they perceive bullying. The third assumption suggests that there are noticeable differences in the level of bullying awareness between Year 1 and Year 3 students. These differences are assumed to be influenced by academic maturity, level of social involvement, and how well each student has adapted to the university environment. Year 1 students may still be adjusting, while Year 3 students are more likely confident, connected, and socially aware. Finally, the fourth assumption is that students' awareness of bullying is shaped by multiple influencing factors. These include peer norms, the presence or absence of faculty support systems, individual personal values, and social pressures such as fitting in or maintaining a reputation. Each student has a unique background and environment, and we believe that these personal and social elements significantly shape how they define and react to bullying.
Next, This is our conceptual model for the study on bullying awareness among Year 1 and Year 3 students. We are looking at three main things that may affect student awareness of bullying. First, their years of study, whether they are in Year 1 or Year 3. Second, the support from the university like counseling or anti-bullying policy. Third, how much students are involved in awareness programs. These factors are influenced by things like campus, culture, group, work experience, and training or information students may have received. All of this affects our main focus, which is how aware students are about bullying. Can they recognize it, understand it, and know what to do? This model is supported by 4 theories. First, power imbalance theories. That shows that senior students may have more power. Second, social learning theories says students learn by watching others. Third, institutional policy theories that show the importance of rules and support. Lastly, student voice theory, which is say involving a student help view awareness. That's all for our conceptual model. Next, I will explain the research method used in this study. We apply a qualitative research design because we want to explore the students' personal experience and perceptions about bullying in depth. The study had 4 main objectives. First, to explore how Year 1 students understand bullying. Second, to explore Year 3 students understand bullying. Third, to compare the level of awareness between the two groups. And fourth, to identify the factors that influence their awareness. In line with this objective, we developed 4 research questions. This question focus on how each group perceive bullying, the difference between them, and what factors affect their understanding. For data collection, we conduct by semi-structured interview so that participants could share their view freely. We use purposive spelling to select 20 students in total, 10 from Year 1 and 10 from Year 3, because they were most relevant to our study and could provide meaningful information for comparison.
My name is Ani Najwa binti Zumali and my metric number is 1222268. Now I will be presenting about research design and research population and sampling. For our research design, we use a comparative qualitative case study design. This design fits our objective, which is to explore and compare the level of bullying awareness between Year 1 and Year 3 of management with tourism students. The comparative aspect comes from us studying 2 different groups of students. By comparing Year 1 students with Year 3 students, we can see if awareness improves as students progress through university. This is also a case study because we are focusing on a specific group, which is management with tourism students from one university. This helps us explore the issue in details within a real-life setting. For data collection, we use semi-structured interviews and focus group discussions. Interviews give us one-on-one insights, while focus groups allow participants to interact and discuss their experience together. This often leads to deeper insights. Finally, using this design helps us collect rich and meaningful data, and the use of 2 methods allow for triangulation, which improves the reliability of our findings. Overall, this design supports our aim to better understand bullying awareness and help improve student support services in the future. As for research population and sampling, the population of this study includes undergraduate students from the management with tourism programs, specifically from Year 1 and Year 3. These 2 groups were chosen because they are at different academic levels. Year 1 students are just beginning university life, while Year 3 students have more experience with campus culture and social interactions. This may affect how they perceive and respond to bullying. The sampling method used is purposive sampling. This means we selected participants who are more likely to provide useful and rich data. In this study, we chose a total of 20 students, 10 from Year 1 and 10 from Year 3. This balance allows us to compare the groups fairly while keeping the sample size small enough for in-depth analysis. As for the conclusion, this research provided meaningful insights into how bullying awareness differs between Year 1 and Year 3 students at USIM. The findings show that student experiences, exposure to university life, and institutional support all play a role in how students understand and respond to bullying. By using qualitative methods, we were able to explore the personal experiences of students more deeply. This gave us a clearer picture of how bullying is understood at different academic stages. In conclusion, this study emphasizes the need for stronger anti-bullying policies, better awareness programs, and active student participation in building a respectful and inclusive university environment. The insights gathered can help lecturers and university management create more effective support systems based on students' needs at each stage of their university life.